I'm having this feeling that to attempt to put words to my feelings, it's just gonna fall flat. But I know that there is power, and well, power is such a weird word, but there's worth in putting true feelings out there and seeing who it resonates with. My cat is licking my hand. Thank you, Kira. What an honor. My belly is large and uncomfortable. 36 weeks. Ow, no bite. Oh, baby. Ugh. There's no good position, I tell you what. Do you know that feeling of having a conversation with somebody and they're the kind of person that does not let you stick to the basic stuff? They ask you questions that like make you go, whew, are we doing this right now? Okay. But you feel seen and you feel like honored that somebody cares enough to ask you that. And you like dig deep and come up with answers that you hadn't even put words to before. And it's like, this feels good. That's kind of how I feel about trying to tackle what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure in like every major religion and many, many smart people on top of religions. That sounds weird. Apart from religion, I don't know. I'll say that as a man thinks, so he is. In some shape, that your thoughts shape your destiny, that shape your reality. I think for some of us that's an encouraging thing. But I realized something recently that concept automatically makes me feel like I'm set up to fail. And I realized, and I got this advice from John Davis, John of New. I had him on the channel recently. That I need to be really present with myself in my thoughts to acknowledge where there are thoughts holding me back and, replace those with, instead of saying I'm lonely, saying friends I am building my connection with people, and thanking God that connections are being built, that it is happening. And I've just thought about how for so long I've just felt set up for failure, like being a unit leader in Covenant Players and being responsible for setting up a calendar and just not feeling like I had it in me to rally the troops, to get everybody on board, to do the rehearsal and learn the lines and make the phone calls that we needed to do to be able to do life effectively. So many times of going back to training after a tour and just being so heartbroken at how much I felt that I had failed everyone. Myself, the people I traveled with. And I look back now and I'm like, oh, that poor young girl, she didn't even know. She did her best. She was trying. Oh, where am I going with that? There's a part that can become like resentful at people who just kind of make it seem like these life changes are so easy. Like, just think better and better things will come. Like, well, gee, thanks. It's your fault that life sucks right now because of your thinking. Stupid! You're so stupid! bed. That's a Weird Al reference. Weird Al was in an episode of My Little Pony. I'm not in the mood to try to do any tidying. Back to setting my phone up on this lovely tower I've made myself, because that's easier. I've also got some pent up emotions from just, oh my goodness, the kids were just fighting, yelling, screaming, not having a nice time. And I had to get them to be in separate rooms and calm down so they could just breathe, so they could talk to each other. And that is just so hard to deal with. But they've been home for 9 days, and now it's time for them to get back to school, and we are all ready for that. And there's just ways that we're not ready for this little guy to be born. But there's nothing we can do about it. Like, we can't get a loan to get a used car that all 5 of us can fit in. This wall that we'd really like to have to close off this room, to have a not cat infested place for him to sleep, is just not gonna happen before he's born. From there to there, just really want a wall. I'm picking you up now. And it's like, yeah, I want to have this abundance mindset. I don't want my limiting thoughts to not create the future that I want to have. But it all sounds so flowery and sweet and not real. Morton made a fire, and it's too freaking hot. I'm dying. Does anyone else struggle with that whole thing of I had the words and then it just went poof? You create your destiny, your thoughts determine what happens, and so when things suck, it's your fault, and just change your thoughts and everything will be better magically. I mean, it's the same concept that I grew up with, just phrased differently as faith, but in the Christian mindset, it's ask according to God's will, and if things don't happen the way you want them to, then it wasn't meant to be. Which doesn't really resonate with me anymore. A lot of things about the old mindsets don't resonate anymore because I see the people behind those teachings and they're just a bunch of abusers and power-hungry megalomaniacs, and I'm just like, yeah, if that's it, I'm out. Bye-bye. Just putting my true feelings and struggles out there because I know that's something that some people struggle with, and being honest can help give somebody else courage to put words to their struggles and feel less alone and vocalize them to someone else or their own video, and also putting it out there in a very simple way to show it doesn't have to be fancy. Sometimes we can just sit our phones up on a pile of boxes and books, and it's enough. It's enough. I'm enough. You're enough. We're all enough. Everybody's enough. Yeah. Best case scenario, this kid is coming in 11 days. That's my hope. That's my dream. That immediately after our last Zoom class about birth, I will just go into labor and I'll have my body to myself, with the exception of the breasts. And I'll meet this person and I will be, I don't know what it is now, but I'm guessing something like 7 or 8 or 9 pounds lighter than I am now. Dudes, I'm 195 pounds. This is the most I've ever weighed. Whoa. This feels really weird. It feels really weird to see that number on a scale. I'm jumping because the movements feel so weird. It's very heavy. Oh, one happy thing I can show you. We got a surprise ultrasound. And because the nurse just wanted to make sure that his head was down where it should be. And so we got a really quick one. And it was even a 3D one. Where's my book? There it is. I think it's in this one. Nope, yes. Look at that squishy face. Oh, it's a real person. With big old cheeks and full lips and squishy nose. Oh man. Still doesn't seem real. Okay, here's another funny thing that I can leave you with. I took this picture of myself, and here is my reaction to just looking like this. I just realized what I look like. Oh, I'm crying. I look like Humpty Dumpty. Oh my goodness. Okay, just wanted to share that moment with you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being my friend and for caring. And even if you just like comment hi, just letting me know that you watched, that means a lot, because I don't always know who's watching and for how long, and if you made it this far. And yeah, solidarity feels good. So anyway, hugs and nostrils of death.